Sending this one out to my city and my team. Get that ring. You know what I'm saying? Look around. It's the NBA count. Yeah, we here. This is what y'all been waiting for. To bring home the championship. Once again, it's on the grind, the struggle and the drive. It's down to the wire. It's all on the line. If you don't got hard, then you won't.
Well, the playoffs continues.
Got my soldiers on the battleground with me. This one's
the playoffs continues.
City is about to get gritty.
We're down the way, son.
You know what it is that time again.
We're down to the field of 8.
Put the ball in my hands and I'ma make
by the end of this weekend. It's only gonna be 4.
To the hole is where I be taking.
Who it's gonna be? We gonna find out a little bit for that today.
Bring your A.
Good morning.
It's about that time.
Good morning.
We the strong survivors and we still living this.
Good morning. 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 Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Divisional weekend. Divisional weekend of the report. We had to do a Saturday show. There's some games. There's some very intriguing games on today. We got to talk about some aftermaths. We have to talk about some issues that happened last night. We have to talk about some news that happened in the NFL. There's a whole bunch of storylines that we don't know the answer to, but we gonna play crystal ball today. But before we get right into the show, Lone Wolf, good morning.
Good morning to all the YouTube. As you see, my voice is already coming back in
Thank God.
Full form. So the rants might kick in on top of picking scores today.
Yes. Thank you, YouTube subscribers, coming up on here. We had to do a show today because, you know, it's some big games on today. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about when we're going to start this show. We'll start it off right off real quick. We're going to just get straight to the point. The Bucs got their ass kicked. My boy Tom Brady got your ass kicked. Straight up, there ain't no way to slice it. Dak Prescott, as much as I go ahead and say I have hatred for Jerry Jones, damn it, them Cowboys balled Monday night. They proved that Tampa Bay was what Tampa Bay was. Yeah, a shell of themselves. Tom didn't look good at all. The defense couldn't stop Dak. Micah Parsons was having fun, and it was terrible. Now we gotta go off in the off season. Byron Leftwich got fired. Why? 5 to 6 head coaches either retired or left. Todd Bowles, for me, should have been under question because that defense was putrid. Terrible night for me. Terrible night for the Tom Brady organization, man. Terrible night.
It was a terrible night. And it cost Brian Leftwich his job, but he, in the first place, that's okay. Hey, Pittsburgh, he's out there. You might want to pick up an OC because there's a lot of coordinators getting this year. You talk about Black Monday. This is a day. These coordinators getting fired left and right.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't the only one that got fired by Leftwich. There are some other coordinators who was in the playoffs.
Oh yeah. Don't forget old Chargers coordinator.
Office coordinator?
Yes, sir. He got fired too.
No, it was not offensive coordinator. It was defense coordinator. I think
Then the offensive
defense coordinator got fired.
Oh, well, shit. Wow. Okay. I thought it was the offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check for you while I'm still talking about it. But we're gonna get to the firing part. Vikings fired the defensive coordinator after the first round exit. So
wouldn't you fire that defensive coordinator in Minnesota too after how that fraud looked this year?
And after when that defense is 31st against the pass, yeah, I think he's gone. Then the Dolphins got fired. 3 years of it. Couldn't get defense right. Miami defense was putrid. So it cost him. It cost him his job.
Ladies and gentlemen, hola.
Grand Rising. Sorry I'm late. I just was watching the Ed Reed thing. Oh my God. That man is crying on the internet. You know it's bad.
What?
Bethune-Cookman is forcing him out. He ain't even start yet.
Now what the heck?
What the fuck?
It's a live. Yep, breaking news. It's live. He was just live just now with Coach Prime, and it literally says Bethune-Cookman is forcing me out. I don't know what happened. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but that's what I was trying to watch to see. But I got in the middle of it, so I'm about to go do some research and see if there's any articles on exactly what happened. But it looks like Ed Reed is no longer going to be the head coach of Bethune-Cookman, which is very sad.
What the fuck?
And they just hired him.
They just hired him. Just hired him.
What? Before you even got to say good morning, hi.
Hi, good morning, y'all.
Hi, Grand Rising. Yeah, like you said, yeah, you're right. You did say good morning. But we are glad you on here. We glad you on here because after your great pick that you picked Monday night, we promoted you into Lone Wolf University.
I got my doctorate, y'all. I got my doctorate.
Oh, you got your doctorate degree. Yeah, you got your doctorate. So I will let you go ahead and give your thoughts on it. With all the firings and all the bullshit that has transpired after that.
So we Chef and I talked about this briefly. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to watch the rise and the subsequent fall of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Quick.
Very quick. So we were just having a conversation. They have 9 coaches that have either been fired, are leaving, or retiring. 9.
9.
9. 9. Remember? It was 5. It was 5 that are leaving, 3 retiring, and then whatchamacallit got fired. So 9.
Fired.
Wow. That's crazy as hell.
9 coaches. So what are you going to do with a team that is losing their star quarterback?
He got. You don't know that.
So I don't know if you've also seen the reports that are out. There are reports from a lot of insiders who work in the area, in the Tampa Bay area, who talked to several of the players, and Tom has already started removing his items from the locker room. He has already told them, it's been a great run. I appreciate being here. Thank you for giving me another championship. Like, he has already given his final goodbyes to everybody without formally saying goodbye.
I know.
So, Tampa Bay, we're going to just say for the next 2 to 3 years, focus on rebuilding.
Yeah.
And within the next 5 to 6 years, we should see them back in the playoffs.
Yep. You ain't gonna see them
If they
right
get the right
now.
Yeah, and
Yo,
that gives them time.
they got to fix some shit. But
Yeah,
Tom gone.
Tommy.
Let's get out of it. Tom
Oh
gone.
yeah, Tommy out of there. Out of
Tommy
there.
out of it. Yeah.
Out of
He
there.
done. We don't need that. Too much problems in there. Too much
Yeah,
problems in there. He
yeah.
gone. He gone.
Okay,
Where he gonna go? Where he gonna
okay.
go? Either to the 400 and God knows how much $1 million contract he got with Fox, or to another team. Either which way he good.
Hold on, I might have a little insight on that.
He's probably going to the Raiders, ain't he?
There is speculation that he could possibly go to the Raiders or the Commanders, depending if they can get rid of Dan Snyder.
Why would you want to even go to that team?
And I'm just saying, this is
Well,
what the rumor. This some serious. These are like my homie who works in any, who would have some insider knowledge on that, said that there has been some silent talks with the Raiders and some silent talks with the Commanders. So I don't know if any of that is true, but I will tell you this. The last thing he told me, it happened. He told me about the Derek Carr thing before it happened. Then we see a tweet. So I would like to say my source is pretty reliable.
I don't know no commandos. I don't like no commandos though. I don't like that one there.
I don't want to be a Raider. No.
Well, there's backdoor conversation about those two teams. He doesn't want to go anywhere else. He's it looks like he's seriously contemplating on, he's leaning more towards retirement, but I think he really wants to give it and I think what it is that he didn't make it to the playoffs, and this is not the way he wants to go out. So knowing Tom, he might give it a go again.
I won't be surprised.
Stop right there. Let me break it down to you. There was a guy similar to Tom Brady, but Tom Brady's longer than him by the guy which he is a talented football player, but a disgraced human being. He figured out he got old quick, fast, hurry. He went to New York Jets for a while. The Jets went to the Vikings. He's going to retire. Now he retired. If I was Tom Brady, I'd go and ride the sun. Retired. You're 45 years old. You broke all the records in the NFL. You're the only man. You have nothing to prove to anybody. Just go ahead and retire. Wait 5 years to become first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Which you'll be. And just go and retire. Right now, this game is more of a young man's game.
Right.
Guys like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Al
don't talk about Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan should have been retired.
No. What I mean by that is they're on their way out.
Matt Ryan should have been on his way out. His ass should have been on his way out.
They're on their way out. And now you guys got the new breed, the Patrick from Home Alone Joe, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, name.
I agree.
Those are the guys who be running the location. Those are the guys who be running the show.
Got it.
I might throw in Russell way out the door too.
And not to be funny, and let them run it. These guys have pride on the line, and that is what is going to be the killer of what's the rest of their legacy. If they continue to play it starts diminishing all the good that you've done in your career. For instance, I'll use another example. Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, the more that he plays, he's starting to look less and less like a Hall of Famer.
I agree.
But nobody wants to have that conversation because Russell, they look at him as the caliber of a man. We keep talking about the caliber of a man. Okay, let's stop talking about the caliber of a man. We know he's a great human being. Let's talk about the caliber of the player, which is very lackluster.
Lackluster of last 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons. And I'm talking about him.
Y'all trying
he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same ever since that debacle, that Super Bowl debacle.
That was his fault.
That was Pete Carroll's fault.
That was him and Pete Carroll's fault. They know they should have run the ball.
Run the ball. But Russell Wilson been in the league now for what? This will be his 13th year, I believe.
And how many Super Bowls he got for to show his career?
1.
That the Legion of Boom helped him with.
Right. I think Wilson, to resurrect his career, what's ever left of it, you're going to have a coach and a great offense coordinator. Get them right. Get those 2 correct right. Like this, as far as George Patton goes, he needs to do his job drafting what you need, money on what you need. That's how Russell Wilson. That was almost the worst year I've ever seen out of Russell Wilson in the 13th
year.
It
was the worst year. What do you mean? You seen any other year worse than that?
He has some lackluster moments, but
not like this year, homie. No, hell no. Not like this year.
Nah.
That dude was straight basura this year. The fuck?
That was almost lame. Like this, Russell Wilson will give you 20. We'll give you these 20 touchdowns, 25 touchdowns passing. He was game manager at the time. He was game manager at the time. But now he had ugly numbers. It was so ugly. His best game this year, Russell Wilson, was against Kansas City. And he almost beat Kansas City.
But Ashley, before we go ahead and start talking about these other games, time out what?
Actually, you talk about Ed Reed, right?
I know.
I know why. When he came in there, I'm reading. When he came into the facility, he said he was hot. He was at Bethel Cookman. It looked horrible. I was pissed.
Were you talking about the conditions of the place?
Facility.
Oh.
You said the what facility?
He was mad about how the facility had looked.
Look like it's unsafe work. It's unsafe. Okay,
so I'm gonna put it like this: the conversation that Prime just had with Ed Reed on live, Just know that probably gonna happen.
Well,
Y'all got to go back and watch that live. You got to go back and watch that live.
Deion Sanders came out of HBCU, coach at HBCU State wasn't, their facility wasn't that was not good either.
Yeah, but he put his own money into it.
Yeah, he had put his own money into it, and to me, but at the same time, HBCU schools are not getting exposed on national Division One, like the Ball States or Alabama or Georgia, those types on national TV. So that's the fun. I think the funding down there. I think Brother Cook was over there and down the south. I think in Alabama, I believe. Look, the HBCUs, a school, how to put it this way, their funding for football not too pretty. That's why they never had updated equipment. That's why when Deion Sanders came to Jackson State, unsafe. And that's why Deion Sanders put his own money into it.
Right. I'm reading the press release right now, guys. So this press release is very cryptic. I'll read the abbreviated version. So this has been going on for weeks, that he's been trying to get probably the school to agree to put certain things into place to make it safer. So he released this presser through his foundation, and it says, after weeks of negotiation, I've been informed that the university will not ratify my contract. So the way that they're writing is they're trying to say that Ed Reed resigned. No, the school will not ratify his contract and won't make good on the agreement we had in principle, which had provisions and resources best needed to sustain and support the student athletes. I was committed to coaching and cultivating a relationship with the university, players, community, and fans. It's extremely disappointing. It's extremely disappointing this won't be happening. Although we couldn't make things work at BCU, the goal and mission are still the same. We serve to lead and lead to serve. So I this just lets you know that it goes to show that he
she'll come back. Yeah, we lost her.
All right.
That is so crazy.
The school's in Daytona Beach, Florida. I thought it was Alabama, but it's in Daytona Beach, Florida. Which I gotta talk about your state. I gotta talk about your home, because I got something to say about somebody. And since my voice is up, my rant is starting to ramp up.
What are you talking about?
You know your good old governor down in Florida.
Oh, Ron DeSantis?
That dickhead.
What about him?
Well, he decided that he want to strip the aid studies from schools.
He want to do what?
He took away the AP from Florida schools.
What?
Yep.
Okay. I really don't want to talk about him right now. He'll get me sick. Fuck him.
Who?
Fuck DeSantis. Ron DeSantis. He went ahead and took away some kind of education away from the damn school.
Rejected AP African American Studies.
That.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He
We'll
did
talk about
that.
him a little bit later on.
But I didn't know how I wanted to send the Bucks home because the Bucks had so much issues going on in their life. They were already looking like a graveyard team. And then Byron Leftwich got wrongfully fired. And then a bunch of other coaches just left because it was just too much drama. So I ain't even gonna put them in the graveyard, Ash. I just gonna give them this.
We gotta say goodnight. You know it's getting late. Tomorrow,
Get them 10 bells ready, Antonio.
my friend.
Tampa Bay had a hard season, sis.
It's time to go home.
They were looking rough all season, weren't they?
Ready to head on.
Defense was trash all year, wasn't it, Antonio?
You don't have to go home,
Tom Brady was playing wasn't he?
but you can't stay here. Now you're making me mad. You're gonna make me swear.
Get the fuck out of here. Finish up that beer.
You might as well cut it out, friend.
Get the fuck out. Antonio, Lone Wolf, send him home, buddy. Yeah. So, ladies, gentlemen, we are now down to the field of, or should I say in the world of soccer, we are now in the round of 8. We got 8 left survivors that's trying to avoid being added to my collage to the pit of misery. But the 2-1 seeds, them are in action today, yes?
Correct.
So, we have had a chance all week to fester upon these 2 matchups. Now it's time to give the world our predictions of who will survive to move on to one step closer to hopping their ticket to Glendale, Arizona. So, at 4:30 this afternoon, we got volume 2 of the Jacksonville Comeback Jaguars. Yeah, we're going to say the Comeback Jaguars because that's what it did last week on them good-for-nothing Chargers. Going against, like my sister like to call him, Patty Mel, a.k.a. Patrick, my whole boy, MVP candidate, and Travis Kelce and them. And back to the same place where they face each other this year. To be exact, And to be exact, they played each other
No.
November 13th. And if I'm correct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, back in week 10. So 2 months ago they met and Kansas City beat them up 27-17. In that game, Trevor Lawrence was 29 of 40 for 259 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. But on the other side, like my sister like to call him, Patty Melt was melting all over the goddamn Jacksonville Jaguars, going for 331 yards and 4 touchdowns. Do a pick, but did it matter? No. And as for Travis Kelce had 81 yards back in that game too. Now we are back to today. We are currently, the Kansas City Chiefs is a 9.5-point favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Over under 52. I will give it to the newly, I don't know why Ashley need to change her name to Mistress Dean Lone Wolf, because that's what she need to be now. Call the game,
Dr.
sis.
Lone Wolf.
Who you got? Yeah, Mistress Dean. Sister Dean Lone Wolf.
Yeah, Assistant Dean. Okay, so I believe that
Huh?
I think Baby Track Team is gonna cover this spread. You said 9.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be difference of a tub. That's it. I think that Jacksonville is evolving, and they definitely showed that last week. They definitely showed that last week. When you have a team, coaching matters, and then when you have a team that has everything to lose, right? They have everything. I mean, nothing to, the Chiefs have nothing else to prove.
It's called house money for Jacksonville.
Right. So I'm just cautiously optimistic to see how this is going to go.
Me too.
I am cautious. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people are predicting. I think Vegas has got this one wrong as far as the closeness of the game. Because they forget in Jacksonville is they are a baby track team in the making.
They looking like it.
They like to run. And Trevor Lawrence is starting to look he's starting to pull some tricks out the bag.
He looking like that number 1 pick they talk about.
Right, because his first year he was looking like straight basura.
Blame who? You blame who?
Oh, whatchamacallit?
Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Coaching. Yeah. But now, they looking real good. They looking real good. I am, you gonna not believe me. I am very not even calling this game. I got a feeling. I got a feeling.
You got a funny feeling about this one?
I got a funny feel. It's gonna be one game this weekend, and I got a feeling it's this one. And the reason I say is people have such high expectations of Kansas City. Kansas City's a shoo-in. And they talk crap about the Bills too, because they're feeling like the Bills are just playing on an emotional high, which I know we'll get to that game here shortly.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Right.
So we talk about that in the morning.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the morning, and that's going to be a dogfight as well.
Oh yes.
But I would feel more confident calling that game than calling this one. And everybody's like, well, why would you say that? The Chiefs have been doing so well. They're 14-3. What else is there to look at?
There's a lot to look at.
There's a team who has absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain by beating the Chiefs. The Chiefs have already beat them once. And we already know that a lot of these teams who are going back to play these teams are not sweeping. They're splitting. They're splitting because they're going back and they're reviewing the tape and they're finding out the mistakes that they made so they don't make these same mistakes again.
By the way, she's right. Remember the Giants? They played the Vikings. What happened in the second round? He over there was right. Look what happened with Dallas and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay beat them in 1-1. What happened in round 2? She was right. Just saying. The trend looking true.
The trend is looking really true.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem. And I hate to say that might be a problem for tonight's game too.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Giants have been stopping the mud hole all over the Eagles. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm gonna. Oh God. You know, I don't. Talking against Patty Melt is like talking against Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I just feel like they got more trick plays up their sleeves and all of that. And Andy Reid is an incredible coach. And that is going to be the difference. They're going to have, I guarantee it's going to be one trick play that's going to salvage this game. And that is the only reason I am giving it to the Chiefs. The only reason. I almost don't want to give it to them. My gut is saying that I got a funny feeling the Jags might pull this shit out. But I'm going to go with the statistics. And that's all I'm going with because my gut is saying otherwise. My gut is saying to go with the Jags. But the statistics are telling me you know better than that. I went with my gut last week and I was right because I just felt that I knew Dallas was like, we're going to foil this whole thing. Tom Brady is not about to he about to sing his swan song. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs. 27-24. Very close. What is it? They're in Arrowhead, right? What is Arrowhead?
Yeah.
It is the loudest stadium in the outdoor stadium in the NFL. They just had a record, 148 decibels. They are going to scream their necks off where these Jags aren't going to be able to concentrate. Trevor Lawrence already has an issue with being able to hear in his helmet. And if they can keep the noise up, it's a wrap.
Before Lone Wolf go, let me back up to my sister girl's point before Lone Wolf go. Jacksonville holds 50,000. Arrowhead holds 80. So add an extra 30,000 more people with crowd noise. And they know what they're playing for. Just saying. Lone Wolf, you have it.
Well, all right, then. So both of these teams can throw the ball. It's top 10. Kansas City is number 1 in throwing the football. Jacksonville has a better edge in rushing, but Kansas City can stop the run. They're top 10 in stopping the run. D4 is going to be not D4. Excuse me. Frank Clark is a groin injury. Anybody know if you have a groin injury, you're going to be struggling to move side to side or try to get off a push. But Jacksonville is top 5 in takeaways. Their defense is top 5 takeaways. even though they're 28th against the pass and they're 24 total against the pass. That's something that they're going to have to learn to defend a pass, okay? While Jacksonville is 1-5-1 against City. That's a fact on that part. Statistics as well. Let me go to, where is it? Go to it. And the road team is 3-1-1 the last 5 meetings. Bars. I mean, against each other. If you want to take the bet, I recommend take the over because they both can score. But Trevor Lawrence's toes going to be a little bit questionable, So they come in with injuries. Same with Kansas City. The only difference is their injuries. Mecole Hardman, but no need Mecole Hardman anyway. So I'm looking at the injuries. And I look at the offense. I'm going to take the Chiefs, but take the Jaguars spread. Because the last
See, we
time,
both in it. Yep.
Right. I'll take the Jaguars spread. I'm going to give you a little statistic. Last time Jacksonville beat Kansas City in Kansas City, 2007.
When?
October 7th, 2007. 15 years. It's been 15 years.
Oh,
since
wow.
Jacksonville beat Kansas City.
But you know what? They haven't had. When was the last time that Jacksonville really had this dynamic spark that they're having now? It's been a while.
Not that long. No, not that long. 3-4 years. That one they went on that AFC championship to guess who?
Oh yeah.
That guy. They met that guy in Foxborough and and we had to come back 10 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah, remember that. But what's your score, buddy? Call it.
Take the Jaguar spread. 30-27. Chiefs.
What'd you say?
He said 30-27.
Yeah. It's going to be a closer game than they're calling. That spread is effed. And somebody's going to miss a field goal, just so you know. I'm calling that.
I agree with Jaguars spread. But you says just like you have that funny feeling that somebody's going to go ahead and get upset. I have that funny feeling too, but I don't think it's going to be this game though. I don't think it's this one.
I think it's tonight.
I don't even think it's tonight either. I think it's a game tomorrow. There's a game tomorrow that could be real interesting. There's 2 games tomorrow that have some upset ramifications in it. I don't know about today, but I'll say the Chiefs gonna win this game, but I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think. You said 30-27. You said 24-27. Wow. Give me 31-28. Give me the Chiefs. I'm like, sister girl, I'm so itching so close to picking the Jacks.
I am so close.
I have a funny feeling this gonna be one of them games. This gonna be the game that they have an upset all over it, but I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. Because I think they got like one little play left in them. And I think that one little play is going to depend it. And I just don't know. I think it's going to be real interesting. Like, real interesting. I have no idea. But I really picking the Chiefs. But it's like close.
Mm-hmm.
Close.
Super close, like so close for they gonna get to it's gonna boil down to the last 5 minutes. That's
Yep.
where we gonna see this game is gonna be so close. That's why I said it's gonna be on the kicker, and I feel like there's gonna be an early kick that somebody's gonna miss, and that's gonna be the reason why this is going to be so close. Nerves. I mean, look at whatchamacallit miss how many that extra points he missed, 4 kicks.
Mm-hmm.
He missed 4 of them. Just saying. He didn't look good doing it either.
Mm-mm.
Okay. He didn't look that hot. But whew, I can't wait to watch that game because that's the game. I have a boy.
I'm not putting no money on it. I'm not putting no money at all on it. I'm not touching it.
I put it on the spread though.
I might, yeah.
The spread looks good. 9.5. That's too much. I don't. 9.5. That's too much. I'll put it on the spread, but that's the only thing I put on. I ain't putting on anything else. But this next game though. This next game. Intriguing. He's back. That boy is back. He's back. Not on the injury report either. But we all know them G-men gonna test it out, ain't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are. So we all know the storyline. They met twice. Philly beat them the first time. Then Philly didn't have their starters. No. We got the NFC East battle in a divisional playoff game. Ain't that interesting? Y'all guarantee fights. The over under on fights is 0.5. Y'all taking the over? Y'all taking the over on 0.5 for fights? I'll take the over. Y'all taking the over?
You said 45?
No, I said 0.5 over under on fights.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, they're fighting.
Oh, okay.
They fighting. They fighting.
Okay.
Somebody gonna get ejected from this damn game.
Somebody gonna get ejected from the stands because they gonna fight in the stands, and somebody gonna get ejected in the game too. Gonna be fights because
they
two don't like each other.
No.
No. New York and Philadelphia, 2 violent states. Lord Jesus help them.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
Y'all crazy too. New York and Philly.
Philly's more crazy than New York.
Nah, I don't know about that. New York got Bloods and Crips, and Philly got the same thing. All I'm saying, I told you, it's gonna be fights, and they all trying to get to the that only one of them can get to the NFC Championship game.
I'm looking at this spread. I'm looking at these. I'm looking at the favorite. Oh God.
Yeah, they got
8.
7.5. Yep. Lone Wolf, I'll let you have it first.
I don't know where to fucking start. Well, I look at this. Look at this way. Both teams got injuries, including Robert Quinn. Because he's going to play or not. Jalen Hurts is back. So the Philly offense is going to be how far flowing, we don't know. Their run defense is not. I can't trust that still. Because not in the front, and not because can't save you either. But when I look at all the stats, Daniel Jones, but he struggled against Philadelphia. Depleted. See, it's their first appearance. Well, Philly has experience in playoffs before. So, with that being said, excuse me for one moment. I'm gonna help you out with my. Nope, not that one. I'll give you my answer in a few seconds.
Yes.
I was looking at this real hard too, but my answer is all you do is listen to the music. That's called the sound of Philadelphia. I'm taking the Eagles to win that game. But 28-24. Eagles.
Talk to me.
So, first of all, let me give flowers to Daniel Jones. Because last week? Was it last week? Last week. Oh boy put on a clinic. He put on a clinic, okay? And he definitely showed why he is an asset. Right? My only concern is that Jalen is not 100%. And we don't know. Well, we've seen some, but we don't really know how he's going to do and how he's going to perform this week. I do have some questions because I'm telling you one thing. If Kayvon Thibodeau get to him 1-2 times all up in here in this, we might have some problems. That might be where the fight starts, right there. So all I'm going to say is Eagles O-line, do what you do.
Protect them with your life.
Because if you don't, y'all will not win this game.
Back.
Y'all will. Do y'all hear me? If that O-line does not protect that young man, they will not win this game. He is super talented, but we already know what it feels like when you're playing with an injury-riddled quarterback. Trust me, I know.
I'm dealing with one.
I'm dealing with one. So With that said, I do believe the Eagles will squeak this out. I do. I do. I think they got enough grit and fight in them to squeak this out. But it's going to be a short margin, 31-28. I think we're going to have more rushing touchdowns than people think. And I think that both the quarterbacks are going to run for one. That's the bet I might actually make today.
Giants. Jalen Zong. Close one. But if Giants D line can get to him, that will make it interesting. And that's my question. But Lane Johnson being back, that makes me do this.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that.
I'll go with them. I'll go with Meek Millie. I'll go with the Philadelphia Eagles, but I'll take the spread. Give me 28-24. Jalen gonna prove that he's a hero. And he deserves of an MVP. Like I said, I don't see.
He's up for a contract pretty soon.
Oh, they're gonna pay him. What do you mean? You don't think they're gonna pay him?
I hope they pay him.
But they'll be stupid in their ass if they don't pay him. They'll be stupid in their ass if they don't pay him. They better pay him. After what that man did this year, they better give that man his money. And then too, speaking of give money, sis, what's going on with Baltimore? Baltimore Baltimore want to go ahead and lie to their ass talking about they want to keep Lamar, they want to sign Lamar, but does the action show it?
So somebody is lying because they're claiming that the contract that they offered him with the incentives and the sign-on, that he would have gotten $200 million.
Nope.
That's what they're claiming. They said that the specifics of the contract show that with his sign-on and all the other shit, he would have gotten a guaranteed $200 million. He wants equivalent to what Deshaun Watson got and guaranteed money.
He got an MVP. Hold on. Like a guy, like Chris Canty explained on Get Up. He won an MVP in year 2. He won a road playoff game in year 3. Pay him! You would not be in this situation if you had went to market with your quarterback before Dak Prescott or before Deshaun Watson. Period. You wouldn't have been in this situation. You wouldn't have to worry about Dak Prescott had to have been getting the $75 million. You wouldn't have to worry about Deshaun Watson getting $230. You wouldn't have been in a conundrum right now if you had went to market 2 years ago. The thing is about the National Football League, if you know you got a quarterback in year 3, simple, lock him down. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
By year 3, look at this. Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, year 3, got paid. Josh Allen, year 3, got paid. Joe Burrow, year 3, about to get paid. Justin Herbert, year 3, guess what he about to do in the offseason? Kyler Murray, year 3, what happened? Got paid. You have 3 years with a quarterback to find out you got a starter. After that, it gets harder and harder as the year go down.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention the market goes, because bad enough, Patrick Mahomes is one of the highest paying quarterbacks. Because that contract, he eventually gets some of that money back to cover the cap space for Kansas City. So Baltimore, he wants that guaranteed money. You got the money, because you don't spend.
Exactly.
You probably spend more money on deets.
And honestly, if he had, let's be frank, right?
Mm.
This is what it boils down to. This is a twofold issue. Lamar, you need representation. Lamar Jackson, you need representation. This contract would have been done. You could have gotten paid more than Deshaun.
Oh, he will.
Listen, you could have got paid more than Deshaun after the manager's fee came out if you had somebody to negotiate this contract for you. Your mama cannot negotiate this contract for you. And you cannot negotiate this contract for you. You need professional help to get this done. You are going to end up having to walk because you don't have representation.
I think it is looking like a walk situation, because I gonna ask the two of you one simple question. Y'all think he gonna sign any franchise tag?
He's gonna
No.
get. Listen, at this point, I have already started to accept the fact that we're going to trade him.
Okay, so I'll give it to watch it like I watch and Get Up, and I'll ask the two of you. Lone Wolf. So since Baltimore, since you're Lamar Jackson, right, and you go in the office, and Baltimore say, "Hey, here's the franchise tag," what would you do?
I wouldn't show up.
Sis, what would you do?
I wouldn't take it.
You know what I would do? I would do what Swag will say. Go to Cabo.
Yeah.
And another situation. And another situation, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, Lord. Ooh. No.
What's up?
Let me help you down. You know how much that franchise tag Lamar Jackson, if Baltimore franchise tag him, without getting a deal?
It will be less than what he got in his first 4 years.
What's that?
He only gonna get the franchise tag for quarterbacks is only $30 million.
45.
Which is still less than what he got the first 4 years.
All right, the first 4 years, let me pull up his contract. Lamar Jackson contract. Because he signed a rookie contract for $9 million.
But $40 million for 1 year?
If for franchise tag, yeah.
I wouldn't take it either.
Yeah.
And then you gotta think too. What happened if you play on the franchise tag and you get injured out on that field? You don't get none of that money.
Nope. On top of that, $8 this year off the fifth-year option.
What?
That's how much he made. He made $23 million off his fifth-year option. So if the Ravens franchise tag him, he'll probably.
But still, you have to play all 18 games in order to get that bread.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, but playing or drafting another quarterback. You might want to get Lamar Jackson. Give him $250 million, and that'll be done.
So I want to go over some footage. Some footage I just saw. Sister, you might want to come to this camera because you need to see this.
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh yeah, come. Come, got around. Towards.
Roll it.
And hi again, everyone, with Mark Jackson, Mike Breen on hand. We'll check in with Malika in just a moment. Never a dull moment in the NBA, because after the buzzer sounded, there was a little bit of an incident here courtside at the Crypto.com arena. Dylan Brooks was having words with Shannon Sharp, Hall of Famer and broadcast. And you see Steven Adams comes over to protect his guy along with the supporting cast, and then Shannon Sharp still talking, and T. Morant, John Morant's dad, comes over. Had an opportunity to talk to T. Morant, and he said, my blood pressure didn't go up a bit. Nothing but love and respect for Shannon Sharp. It's a bunch of guys talking a bunch of trash.
Oh, I'm going to hear this on Monday.
Oh God, I can't wait till Monday. Oh God.
Y'all see he ain't tweet nothing, right?
No.
Not a peep. Not a peep. Ain't tweet shit.
I can't wait till Monday. Oh God. Oh, I cannot wait till night.
Let's just put this all in the perspective.
Right.
Ooh, excuse me. So Dylan Brooks said something. Said, I'm too small to guard LeBron. I guess from what I'm reading, what the other reporters have said, because they talked to Shannon after, some of the reporters who were there, and Dylan was talking and said, I'm too small to guard LeBron. And Shannon said, hell yeah. And Dylan heard it. Dylan then said, fuck you. Shannon said, oh, fuck you too. That's how all of this got started. When Shannon stood up, Dylan no longer wanted any parts of the smoke. Dylan went pew. Out of nowhere, we see Aquaman come.
Well, Aquaman don't want that either. Aquaman don't want that either. I put 100 on shot on shot, bro.
I know. They keep forgetting Shannon still trains. He weightlifting, he deadlifting. Even though Steven Adams has been the enforcer, he is known to break up some things.
You want to break that one up there. Your thoughts, sir?
I don't understand these NBA players. Let me start out with Dylan Brooks. That fight is a Hall of Famer. He's been through wars in the NFL for 14. Got 3 Super Bowl rings out of that deal. He's 54 years old.
And then he had the nerve to call him a pedestrian.
54 years old. He weighs a good 225, 6'2". And he still trains like an animal. Became a grandfather. Let me inform you something. Remember back in the days where tell us leave the old guys alone for a reason?
Mm-hmm.
Remember those? That's the reason. Chef be 54 doesn't mean he can tell you a new one. You something. LeBron was kicking your ass from left to right. Ain't doing it.
Hey, they did beat them yesterday. They did beat them.
LeBron is 38, so he's old in the NBA. Dylan Brooks, you couldn't guard LeBron James doing everything all over you, do whatever he wants to do. And you had no answer for LeBron James. Or, excuse me, not LeBron James. GOAT James.
But
I'll say this. Dylan, says sharp error again. If you see him, don't go on site because you're tall. Because you're tall, easy target for him. Let me see. How Dylan Brooks 6'6". Really? Nah, bruh. You don't want to go long. Just go ahead. Go on about your business.
Listen, and he was probably off the Henny.
oh yeah, you know he was. Oh, you know he was. You know he was. You know he was. You know he
Baby.
was. And you hear what LeBron say? That's Shannon Sharp. I ride with him 365 even on the leap year. He's my guy. I'll back him up. Just like how he backed me up. So for all them people that act like Shannon Sharp and LeBron ain't close.
No, they're close.
Oh, they're very close. Just saying. So, but there's some other news, guys, that I y'all didn't know, and I'm gonna just let y'all hear it, and y'all probably gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Okay.
I'll let you hear it.
Antonio Brown is one of the most controversial figures in the entire NFL. Of course, he did not play a single snap this past season as teams do not want to deal with his antics. Overall, it is pretty clear that his playing days are effectively over. Throughout these past few months, AB has been doing outlandish things on social media. Mostly, he spends his time on Snapchat where he can be found sharing sexually explicit images. For instance, he has posted fake nudes of Gisele Bündchen. Furthermore, he has also posted videos of himself having sex. Antonio Brown goes too far. Recently, however, Brown went a bit bolder with his pornographic content. This morning, AB is trending, and it is because his private parts were front and center on Snapchat. We cannot post the photo here, although you can easily find it by searching for his name on Twitter. Interestingly, the image also shows a woman performing oral sex on him. It has been revealed that the woman in question is Chelsea Kiris, the mother of his children. In fact, she has released a statement on the matter. I have reported his page and all pictures, Chelsea said, according to TMZ.
Damn, Lone Wolf just left.
I already know about it. I've already seen it. I have seen all the intel. You know, as a woman, I'm going to go be nosy.
Lone Wolf.
I
Lone
done,
Wolf left. Lone
I
Wolf
done seen
straight
it.
left. You smiling, but I know you're pissed.
Who, me?
No, Lone Wolf is pissed.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's uncalled for. You okay? The petty in me wants to say what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it because the professional in me knows better. Okay, I want to go in on
Fuck
AB.
you, Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he gets one of those.
Eat it. Kiss my ass, Antonio Brown.
And the fact that you're doing this to the mother of your children, that you put all of this stuff out on social media, which we know social media never goes away, that your children will be able to have access to them. This will be embarrassing for them in their future.
Yep.
You're not thinking in the long term about your silly antics and how they will affect your kids, your children. These are supposed to be the human beings that you live for, how this will affect them in the long run. I'm not surprised though. Let me start by saying this. I woke up and this was already in my inbox from some of the consultants that I partner with. We all kind of were chiming in on how do you address this? Because at the end of the day, this is his ex-wife Chelsea is, right? I'm going to tell you now, just so y'all know how this is going to play out for him. Okay? This is going to be another charge for AB. He is going to get locked up behind this. This is considered retaliation, just so y'all know. And they have laws that are in place against this type of sexual cyberbullying. AB is fitting to pay some bread and serve some time at the same damn time. And they don't play about this. I feel for his children because his children are innocent in this and they don't deserve the antics. They don't deserve it. But you also can't decide who your parental units are. I just hope that Chelsea can get through this and explain it in a way where this isn't a complete that this completely messes with their children mentally, emotionally. Everybody's saying, well, what about her? Yeah, I'm concerned about her, but I'm more concerned about these damn kids. He's been making these videos for months. If you wanted to do all this, if it was that big a deal for you, why you ain't go on OnlyFans and really make some bread?
That's what I'm saying.
He might be on OF. I haven't looked.
I wouldn't be surprised his ass on there.
Yeah, but it just nothing with him surprises me anymore. And this is just another antic on the AB train. Him and Kanye West is riding the same boat together. Have you seen this video?
No.
It's all over Twitter.
No, I haven't.
I have.
It's on Twitter?
It's on Twitter. On dark Twitter. It's on dark Twitter. It's easy to find. Hold up. Like Dion said, it ain't hard to find.
Y'all done?
I'm quiet. Go ahead.
Fuck you, Antonio Brown. Kiss my ass, Antonio Brown. Kick Antonio Brown. Lick balls, Antonio Brown. Bury underneath the jail cell, Antonio Brown. I guess my voice is back from ranting. Let me inform everybody of something. In this motherfucker. Matter of fact, I'll go one up on you. I'm giving this motherfucker attention. His attention. He's not playing football. Sure, his rap song came out, was into it. But the point being, in this motherfucker clout. This man has no decency whatsoever. Everybody saying he needs help. And to me, what
Wow.
the fuck was that?
I'm looking at the video. The video right here.
Told you.
Are you serious?
Very easy. Hold up.
Hey,
It ain't hard to find.
forward that video to me on the messenger.
That is terrible. I'm not looking at the video right now. What? Did he really do this on social media?
Snapchat.
Wow.
This is going for me the video there. I'll look at it.
This is terrible. Wow. That dude, man, he need help.
Fuck that.
He need to get reported. He need to get reported.
Him. At this point, all I say is this.
This dude is sick.
All I can say is this motherfucker. Let me help you out.
This man is sick. Wow.
That's disgusting.
No.
That's far I'm concerned for Antonio Brown.
Enough from the clown.
Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, he was a Hall of Famer. He was easily a shoo-in and being a Hall of Fame. And now all of a sudden, y'all want to put that in the Hall of Fame?
Go to hell.
Hold on a second. Stop right there. I'm Brett Favre's in the Hall of Fame, and he's stealing money from the undeserving.
Yes.
But
he had drug problems. And I'm a sex text from a reporter at that time he was with the New York Jets. They put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but this MFer is not getting in. I'm telling you that now.
No.
Yeah, I really think so.
Too many scandals. It's not worth it. And not worth tarnishing your reputation. The NFL ain't going, they stupid, but they ain't that stupid.
They're not putting that man in there. That man could have had all the all-time records in the world, but all his antics that he been doing since he been out. Remember, he exposed himself, exposed his ass in a girl face.
At the pool.
At the pool. Okay? Like, I don't even know who that man is anymore for real. Ever since Vontaze Burfict knocked his ass out in the head, he ain't been the same.
No.
But tomorrow, gonna let the people know. Tomorrow, we're gonna talk about the other half of the divisional weekend. We got the Niners going against Dallas. There's a lot of storyline behind that. Y'all know about the historic rivalry between the Niners and the Cowboys. Remember the catch? The catch was all part of that game too, of that rivalry. So I can't wait to look forward to that. And then we got the game that we should have had a couple Monday nights ago. But unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, it didn't happen. We only got to see barely one quarter. So, we will definitely be getting into that, and we talk about the prediction about that. So, and by the way, team going on a road trip soon. Just saying. Road trip.
Road trip.
Road trip. Road trip. Road trip. We need to tell them now. We've been told them, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Been told them. Go ahead and see this new Pro Bowl. Just want to see. That's why you're excited to see. They gonna play fat football, sis.
Yeah.
So that interesting. They can't tackle them, but they gonna play fat football.
Oh, they tackled them last year.
But they didn't have flag football last year.
But they won't even really tackling too heavy last year either, to be very honest.
Exactly.
They haven't been tackling heavy.
They're not gonna do that. They ain't gonna let them do that.
Yeah.
Nah. That's why they did flags. And I'm very intrigued to see how this flag shit gonna work, but because Lord Jesus God. But anyways, we gonna get out the hair because I'm so looking forward to watch these games, and I got some bets to make and Vegas to steal. We'll be back.
Whoa. I got one thing.
What's up?
Random fact. Can we shout out Coach Prime on getting the #1 defensive back to commit to CU? Cormani McClain.
He was supposed to be going to Miami. But then Coach Prime went ahead and did his magic. So he got the last two #1 cornerbacks for the last 2 years. I'm just saying.
I wanted to bring to Colorado.
I hated to interrupt you, but I felt like that deserved an honorable mention.
Oh yeah, because I'll tell you a sneaky take. Y'all ready for one?
Go for it.
Bold prediction. Colorado made the top 15.
I think Colorado's going to have a winning season. People are saying they think they're going to be like they're going to lose. I think they said 6 and 7. I think they're going to have a winning season.
You say top 15?
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all rolling on the same chip. I think
You
the
think
team.
so?
I
You
think this
think
team
you think you gonna make top 10?
is going to be close. I think they're going to be a lot better than people are expecting.
All I can say is,
But have y'all seen their schedule? They got a pretty rough schedule.
USC, any people in the Pac-12?
They got Oregon too, though. They got some hard teams to play.
They got Utah too.
Beware.
Now, if he managed to pull that off, now you're saying top 10. Now, is your top 10 going deep to the fact that they're sniffing playoffs?
If it was next year, yes.
Oh, next year.
They on some new playoff formation until next season. Instead of 4, it'll be 12.
Oh, so you're saying you don't think they will make it this year?
They'll be in the top 10. They'll be in a high bowl.
Sis, what you got?
I'm thinking like you, top 15. And we got to see how these first 6 games go. Because those first 6 games are going to be telling on how far they're going to make it. If they can get through these first 6 games fairly respectably, they're going to be a top 10 team.
So you think they're sniffing playoffs too?
Yeah, like, do you see their coaching staff?
Mm-hmm.
And now with this shit with Ed Reed, I think he might be coming too.
And that'll be a problem for defensive backs.
And I can see he would be like they wouldn't have him as they already got a defensive back coach. I think he's the assistant coach. I think that
put in the safeties.
No, he's the running back coach. He's the running back coach. So I'm thinking that he would be something like a quality control coach. And Ed Reed would be perfect for that. Let me tell you, Colorado is fit. I've been following the daily. First of all, let's shout out Well Off Media. His son is doing incredible behind the scenes footage of what they do. He puts out content almost every single day. So that you can see like live and in action how this team is coming together.
Oh yeah, his son doing real good with that media joint.
Yeah, his son Junior is fire. I just can't wait to see how this is going to go. Like that transfer portal, where are they at in the transfer portal right now, Antonio? I heard they were like 16 overall. Is that right?
Yeah.
Look, they've been snatching teams out of in there, yo. Every day I've been seeing new teams coming out of that transfer portal going over there.
Sure. And the kids that they didn't expect to go in are going in. But on the flip side, he did lose his backup quarterback today, a few days ago.
Yeah.
So that so he is looking to fill that role, which is a very important role. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand why that young man would want to leave, but at the same token, it wasn't like your record was your stats were spectacular. They weren't.
No, it wasn't.
And people are giving him a lot of smack for bringing in his son, but not realizing his son had offers to several schools.
They acting like Shador Sanders is a bum.
Is a scrub, and he's not.
Shit. I don't see scrubbing that kid.
Not at all.
Man, stop disrespecting that poor child.
And
Anyways,
y'all know I don't talk college ball, but this has me very intrigued.
mm-hmm.
And by the way, that's gonna be a hard field trip because if you were looking to go to one of their games, they said their season's pass holders are like 98% filled.
For Colorado?
For Colorado.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh man.
There's a waiting list.
Yeah. By the way, Sanders has a Gatorade deal. He also has Beats by Dre, and there's a third one sponsored by Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady calls his son nephew. He does camp with Tom throughout the summer. And goes down and spends time with Tom and his kids.
Mm-hmm.
And has been doing it since before he started playing in college.
Mm-hmm.
People think that Shador came out of nowhere and he didn't.
Shame on them.
Nope.
But until tomorrow, we have these two lovely people finally. Well, hopefully we get Rob up here so we could catch up with him with all his stuff while he at work grinding, making that money. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get out of here. But until then, sister girl, thank you for coming in. Oh, Lone Wolf, you have somebody now being a dean of your school, and I've been in school. I've been in school. I just been sitting down in the class, been chilling. So until then, we got survival. Hey,
Get that ring.
by the end of today, there's gonna be 2 more people added on to the pit of misery. 2 more teams crying. It's gonna be down to 6. Who's gonna survive? We're gonna find out by the end of the night.
Once again, this song.
This is Lone Wolf.
Down to the
Sister Girl. This is Chefrazzi. We out of here. Peace out.
Got my soldiers on the back.